my dears? This is week 4 and we're going to be getting into our lats. So these are our big chicken wing muscles. When you see bodybuilders, if you watch comps, or people who are super fit, they're their bat wings, right? They're things that they use to do all of the pull-ups and all of the chin-ups and all of the things that don't happen for me personally. I think I used to be able to do like underarm, anyway, irrelevant. So we're going to be stretching the lats. I really have to rein in the things that I start talking about in these videos, because otherwise the video is going to be 10 minutes long for one simple stretch, which is just not a good use of your time. So basically, sitting on the floor, you're going to bring your knees wide and just sitting back on your feet. So my feet are just relaxed behind. They're not up like this. You want to keep them relaxed. So just sitting on your legs. Now, if you can't sit fully back, it's not an issue. It's not really part of the stretch. You can be starting here. That's no problem. So you're just relaxing here, knees wide. I'm going to just stick to the right side, but you get it. It's the same for both, and just make sure you're doing both, but just so I can explain it as I go. We're going to bring the right hand in line with the opposite knee. So imagine 2 parallel lines running through your knees up in front of you. You're going to take the right hand on or over past that line, but I want you to come off your bum, plant your other hand, bring that right hand over or on the line, and with this hand, you're going to sit back and push, and this one, I want you to imagine it's being nailed into the floor. Now, it will slide a little bit, but the point is that you're not trying to push, you're trying to keep it as far away from you as you can. So putting that hand on the opposite parallel line, pushing back with this, sit back over your bum, over your feet, and let the stretch happen. Now, I like to rest my head down and let my body fall as much as I can. And I actually end up resting on my whole arm. You can stay up like this if you like, but the more you can relax into a stretch whilst you're getting a good stretch, the more your muscle is going to start to yield, rather than if you're holding a bit of tension in your body, you don't get as great a stretch, at least not in this style of stretching. So you're going to plant your hand, lean back, deep breath in, and stretch. Now you can take your hand further across and go again. You just find that point over that parallel line that you like the most. Now this is a beautiful stretch. It is one of my favorites for shoulder and neck pain. And it stretches your lat, so this big muscle, you'll feel it right down, even sometimes to the pelvis if you're super tight through that part of the body. So as you stretch, you're going to get this lovely stretch all down your side body, and then you would go to the other side. Now again, you want to be holding this for about 30 seconds to a minute on each side, and then do it twice through if you can. This is such an underestimated muscle problem. When the lat is tight, what it will do, because it attaches to the front of your shoulder, is when it's tight, it touches here and runs here. So it will drag your shoulder forward and pull it down because it's getting shorter and tighter. So who of us have problems with our shoulders rolling in, our rounding in our back and our shoulders coming forward? Like everyone, right? Especially if you've been a mum who's breastfed or carrying a small child a lot of the time, or if you're an office worker, often this will be a problem, or a driver as some sort of, whether it's Uber or truck or whatever. A lot of us have this turned in shoulder position because our lats are so tight. Or if you've been a gym junkie and all you've ever trained is your pecs and your bloody lats because you want to look heaps sick in the bicep pectoral area, this will also be an issue for you, and it will mean that anybody who has this tightness, it's very easy to get a shoulder problem. So this is something to get on top of now so that you don't get things like bursitis in the shoulder. Enjoy that one.